Amy, I thought you were connected here.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear a word.
Whatever.
What'd you mix up for that cocktail there?
I got a little Captain Diet.
What is that cup?
Hannah Montana, dude. Look at she changes. Whoa.
Wow.
Electric.
I wonder of those that were
Dad
sold.
life, dude.
I wonder if those that were sold, how many have had rum and cokes drank out of them?
I mean, it's
Probably
a
not a
great
lot.
cup. It's a good size. I like it. I dig it, actually.
Wow, what a play.
It's one of my go-tos.
Apologies in advance for any background noise here. I got two dogs just absolutely battling here, going nuts. So you might hear some barking in the background. Can you hear that right now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, they're going
I'm
fucking
just gonna
nuts.
start calling you Tommy this whole time.
Why?
Background noise.
Oh, background noise. I just had to tell you to turn your TV down.
Is it live?
Yeah, that's true. Before we jump in, this is just, I was going to ask you any big pet peeves that you think make you more mad than other people? I have a big one from today. I was just curious. Something that bugs you way more than it bugs other people.
I think one of the biggest things for me is I say this all the time, and not saying like I'm like this wicked intelligent guy, but I hate stupid. So like when people go out of their way to just ask a question, then they could either one figure out in 1 second by themselves, or don't even put any effort into figuring out. I just look at them like, really? Like right now? Why did you ask that question?
Like
that kind of thing. I can't
the types of questions where you can't tell if they're rhetorical or if they're just like actually serious, that they're actually asking that question.
Yeah. So like my daughter does it all the time. She's like, she'll ask a question like, hey, where's this person? And it's like, well, you just walked from your bedroom to the living room. There's 2 other rooms that they could be in. So why don't you just take a circle around and just
process of elimination.
Like,
yeah.
The bathroom door is closed. So if you wanted to, just knock, we figure this out in no time.
When you said that, I thought you meant like somebody that wasn't in the house, like where, like Hannah Montana. Oh. Where's Hannah Montana? Like,
yeah, no. It's like, if you look 10 feet to your left, they're right there. So
yeah. So mine, and this is partly because I'm a very impatient person. So it's probably
I think that's part of what it is too.
It's probably more about me than it is about other people. But I get so angry when I'm in a crowded parking lot, like a grocery store, or at that Best Fitness billiards parking lot, which is a shit show. I can't stand it in a crowded parking lot when people back into spots. It makes me it makes me so mad.
It's just so unnecessary, like, for that to be going on when it's busy. It's just like, why? What's the point?
It blows my mind. I'm like, what is the benefit of backing into the spot? Like, I get that it's easier when you're leaving, but like, really, does it make that much of a difference that you need to literally stop everybody in the parking lot in their tracks so that you can back up into the spot? I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, I say that all the time too when it's come to driving, is like when I come to a full stop waiting for the car to go by, and it's just, one car. So no reason. Like I can just let them go and then I'll go. And they go out of their way to stop, like, which is really nice. But it's like, well, now I'm already stopped. So you just delayed me, like, in my whole process. Like, just keep going.
Yeah. I think the moral of the story is I'm super impatient, but it happened to me at the gym today, and I was just way more frustrated than I should have been.
Yeah. Was it like a tiny car, or was it like this big truck?
No, it was a massive truck.
Yeah. So that's typical. That's just trucks.
It's just power moves. It's just like, in case you didn't see my truck, I'm going to do this power
watch move me, watch me slide in front of you.
Yeah. Cool. So, would love to hear some other people's big pet peeves, but let's jump right in, man. We're going to try to keep this to a 45-minute episode. Big Celtics game tonight.
Yep.
Played like dog shit on Monday night. Tuesday night.
That third quarter was absolutely brutal. Like, first half so hot, and then the third quarter, I was just like, am I watching the same goddamn basketball team?
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, these look like different teams out here.
Honestly, it looks like they completely like flipped, but like the Celtics took even a deeper dive. They're like, wow, we'll one-up you and we'll suck way worse.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting tonight because Smart's back, Horford's back, no Derek White, which is he's missing because he's having a kid, which I guess is understandable.
Selfish, but whatever.
It's a little selfish. I mean, you're going to see that kid plenty, right? The rest of his life.
Yeah, no kidding. That's like Danny Pope missed last night's game because it was his kid's birthday. Cool. They probably got 100 more coming.
I mean, I guess the kid's birthday, I understand a little bit better because like that kid's going to actually probably remember that birthday.
She's
Like
2.
this kid is not going to remember being born tonight, Derek White. Like it's not
Yeah.
like you're really missing. I guess you're missing a pretty big moment, but I was thinking like
Boring.
Grant Williams. I said this today in a couple group chats. Grant Williams would put his kid up for adoption before he would miss the game.
Yeah, probably for sure. Yeah.
But let's jump in. Everybody, welcome to the Merrimack Minute, week 3. With me, as always, my host, Colby Boulay. Colby, how we doing, bud?
We're doing good. Chilling with Hannah. Just having a day.
Big win for you last night. We're going to get into it, but oh man, it sounds like it was quite the scene. I can't wait for you to paint the picture. I'm up in Maine, as you can see. This is our first pod with no one at the Bay. Usually, I think we have on average 1.75 people at the Bay.
At least, pod. Yeah.
But no one's at the Bay tonight.
3, so
yeah, definitely. Yeah, boost the average a little bit. So we're going to get into this week's games. We're going to talk a little bit about. We're going to see where we are for our picks. Things got a little tighter in our picks. A little spoiler alert
I had
there.
Some good ones. Yeah,
and then we're going to jump into looking at next week. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead share my screen. So again, MerrimackDraftLeague.com. We're going to take a look at the home run leaderboard this week too. We haven't done that yet. But before we really jump in, a couple PSAs. This is kind of my presidential soapbox here. Just obviously everybody's excited to be back to the fields. Everyone just make sure we're being respectful at the fields. I haven't had any, big complaints or anything like that, but I'm just trying to get out in front of it. We got a lot of people picking up a lot of trash at the end of the night. Let's be adults here. Let's make sure you're taking care of your own trash, putting them in trash bags, hitting BP. I would love for us to be able to hit BP up on the big field more. But if there's any, little kids and things like that up on the big field, we should not be hitting batting practice up there. So let's make sure we don't do that in the future. And then again, make sure anyone who needs to smoke or anything like that, take it for a walk at Martell. No smoking at all at Twardowski. Take it for a walk at Martell. Go shag some home run balls. Just be respectful.
Especially when it comes to that like little league thing too. Like, when parents are leaving, if you're behind the plate or even down the left field sideline, I mean, it's apparent to them of what's going on. So try and at least take it down to the right corner or center field, get away from them.
Totally. And I obviously don't want to be a narc. I want everybody to have fun and stuff like that. But I just know I've been in this league long enough to know the things that are going to get us on the wrong people's radar. And those types of things are the ones that are going to get us on the wrong radar. So I want everyone to have fun, as much fun as we possibly can. So if we do these things, I think we'll be able to do that.
I think too, also, like, I know for the 830s, home team doesn't have to rake and the away team isn't held to a huge standard of finding home run balls. So it is really important getting like those benches cleared, and it should just be a team thing. Like if you have a beer on the back of the dugout, just make sure you grab it, toss it. It's extremely easy.
Yeah.
But like, I know J-Ro was left with like a whole bench full of shit. And like, I'm sure it wasn't even just his team, so that's not fair either. But nonetheless, like, people should be just gathering their stuff, along with their equipment. Grab your shit.
Yeah. I mean, and I didn't even know that with J-Ro, and J-Ro's the kind of guy that he's not going to complain to me about that. He's just going to, do what is right and pick up all the trash.
It just sucked. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of guys like that on that help out. I know Garson was down there late putting stuff away. The other thing is the BP screen. We are hitting about 40% on that game actually being put away before 11 p.m. Make sure we're putting the screen away when you're done hitting with it, BP. So that's it for my soapbox. Let's get back to the games here. Obviously, I was not at the fields last night. My second missed game of the year. At this point, I'm not even on pace to make the playoffs. At this point, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Oh, not surprised.
No.
I mean, I'm not even sure if you're going to show up for them.
No, I'll be there. So obviously going to need your help here to recap some of the games. But first thing, Monday, we got rained out. I hate rainouts. I hate calling rainouts. I hate being the one responsible for calling a rainout. I know the weather kind of looked awful all day. I was getting all the texts all day. Let's rain it out. Let's not rain it out. Getting a little bit from each side. I don't know about you, but I get it from kind of both sides on potential rainout days.
It's tough. I mean, like, it is hard when a lot of this the teams are filled with tourney players, like we've mentioned before. Um, they don't want to drive up to Merrimack or drive over to Merrimack when or play for that matter when it's just shit conditions. Where there's other people that are like, "Come on, it's my only game of the week," or these are my 2 games of the week. Of course they want to get in and play.
Yep.
So I definitely see both sides, but it also comes down to a matter of like, yeah, we can rake and we can wait it out and like try and dry up the field, but it also at that same point, like last year, I definitely tweaked my groin by sliding across home plate when I stepped on it. You know what I mean? And so if it's
And
a risk to people playing, that also sucks.
exactly. And I'm glad you brought that up. Not that you almost got hurt, but and we got a comment here. This is one of the guys that is usually texting me day of. Not gonna
Yeah,
throw him under
he
the
just
bus
sees
here.
it in the forecast and he's like, rain.
But no, people are probably thinking out Monday night around 6 o'clock, like it's not raining, it's not supposed to rain anymore. All of a sudden it's beautiful out. We didn't
Well, that
rain out
happened
because of
Monday.
the
It was
weather.
absolutely gorgeous on Monday.
Right. That's what I'm saying is Monday, the weather ended up being gorgeous, but the fields, weren't
We're
playable.
already flooded. Yeah.
And that's priority number one. Make sure nobody gets hurt. As our friend Two Leg Wally would say, rule number one is don't get hurt. So that's why we rained out on Monday. That's 2 already through the first 3 weeks. So hopefully we get some better luck going forward.
I need better luck because I need HUD back on June 1st because he's playing in the Beast, and I know that I don't want to push the limit with him having to make games end of
Yep.
season.
Yep. No, that's definitely part of it. And that's not something that you can be strategic with. It just,
No,
it is, you either play or
I'm
you
not
don't
gonna.
play, and you got
I'm
to
not
go
gonna
from there.
tell him not to play in the Beast though. That'd
Right.
be
Oh, totally.
insane.
Totally. Totally.
So
But
that's tough.
so let's get into the games here. Last night's games. 6:30 game at the Legion. Monahan. It looked like a walk-off win from what I could see from the
So this
scorebook
one's
that I
tough because
got.
I didn't get to talk to like either team. A lot of Monahan didn't even come back to Martell at all. So um, I don't know. Maybe Tommy's in the comments. I don't know if he can give a quick recap and we can move on and then come back to that one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I all I know is I saw the book. It looks like it was a walk-off homer by Lafferty, is what it looked like in the book.
Wow. Lafferty didn't even show up to the Martell after hitting a walk-off. Coward.
Really, that is surprising to me.
Nope.
He must have been. They must have carried
Unreal.
him. They must have carried him on their shoulders to Primos and just
He
went
must
right.
have he must have known that there was going to be a more highlighted walk-off for the 7:30.
Yeah, look at that right there. It says Lafferty walk off from Tommy. So the first of 2 walk-offs last night. A little spoiler alert. Hurts me in my soul. So Monahan, first win of the year. They're on the board. Never in doubt.
Well, just got to break the ice.
Got to break the ice. So that's an 18-16 win over Holtz at the Legion. Next game, I would have to say the surprise of the week. No, Phantom Gymnastics 31, VFW 9.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, VFW
Yeah.
was down a couple guys. I know Moore and Gallo, so
Yep.
obviously that's a hit. I can't remember if there was anyone else. But yeah, I mean, if those 2 aren't in your lineup, that's pretty tough regardless. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Phantom was pouring it on. Like I just kept seeing them just going and going and going. I was like, wow, that's awesome. That's a performance.
That's a big night right there. And I
Mhm.
think not to hot takes exposed you here, but last week during the predictions you said that Buckley was going to get rolled by VFW. That VFW was due to break out of their slump and just absolutely kill the ball. Wrong.
Yeah. Wrong. Not there.
Wrong.
Not that.
Wrong.
Well, I said against Buckley. I didn't say anything about Phantom.
All right, that's true. I'll give you that. So yeah, it looks like VFW was a little bit short, but they get their first loss of the year, 31-9. Anything else from that game that you saw?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of. Like I said, I saw a lot of momentum going Phantom's way, and they just kept rolling with it. I think it was a run rule in the 6th. Actually, I think it might have been a little bit tighter, like in the middle of the game, but I think Phantom just kept going.
Just went away with it.
Yeah.
So next game, 6:30 Twardowski. Cooch, congratulations, Cooch. Welcome to
back,
the win
baby.
column. He's back. Yep. Can you be back if you haven't been here?
I gave him a little pep talk. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I gave him a little pep talk at golf on Wednesday, and um, just said, "Hey, I just picked you for my 2-pointer. I need you here," and he pulled through.
Wow. Well, that's definitely why they won. I assume they must have all known that you had them for their 2-pointer.
That's it. Yeah,
Um,
it's a momentum thing. Look at Tornado.
36 is a big number.
Oh
Big
yeah,
number. And you got to really hit it to get at Twardowski. So 36 to
yeah.
17 over NHI. Is it too early to say that I've jinxed NHI?
I don't know. I mean, there's still like again going back to like what I've said in the like previously. The new players always have something to prove. It feels like
Yep.
so. I don't see a loss really putting that against them. I think maybe it might even ignite them more. You know what I mean? So I
Yep.
think it could be a little spark for them, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, I believe they haven't had a Domino's bet game yet, as far as I know. I got a phone call last night at 10 p.m. from the best there ever was, Bones.
Yeah,
Fish
I was just about to say it.
officially Monday night, Buckley versus NHI, the first Domino's pizza bet of the year.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Yeah.
talk about how Bones hit 2 bombs last night.
I did see that. He did hit 2
Yeah,
bombs last night. Guy's
yeah.
bulking up.
Bonesy.
I think I saw a comment that ever since he got picked up for Toro,
Oh, now
he's
he
now
now
he's
he
hitting
has to
bombs.
step in.
That
Yeah,
was pretty good. I
just
like
what
that.
they need. Yeah,
That's
just
a
what they
good
need.
subtle chirp. I love that. Yep. So that was VIP. Congratulations, Cooch. So Monahan and VIP both were winless coming into the week. Both got their first W.
Love that.
On to the primetime game. Oh man, I'm so mad I wasn't there game. 9-7 A&D over Buckley on arguably one of probably the best endings in the league all year is what I'm hearing.
Oh, absolutely. So for this game, it was like I of course had 14, 15 guys show up. So like again, like I know we've talked on this. It is so hard, like when it's low scoring and we're not getting through the lineup and stuff like that. Feel terrible. You get a guy one at bat or whatever. Um, I'm so grateful for the team that I have already, like because they're understanding, they're still up, they're still supporting, not like pouting about it. So that's like awesome. They're taking charge of like, rotating in the outfield and stuff. Huge. So that is hard. This game started off, I think we were in the fourth inning within like 20 to 25 minutes, maybe.
Yeah,
And
I was on the phone with somebody at like 8:05,
was
and
it
they were
Hartson?
like, no, it was TB, and TB was telling me that it was 2-1 in the third inning of that game.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like the game was like lightning quick. I asked towards girl, Julie, quick, it like, hey, what inning is it? And she was like, we're going in top of the fourth. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, we just got back to the top of our lineup. So
And
that was hard. But again, like our guys were great about it. So that was
yeah,
great.
I also know that I got a call from Garstang. Oh, it was on the house phone. That's why I don't see it. I believe he called me after the game. It was like 8:33. So that game
Yeah.
must have been
It
right
was
on time.
lightning quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and for that, like, so Hartson started on the bump. I guess he got a work call.
Yep.
Um, and so he came off. Venuti came in, and he pitched well for like just getting his first game in and whatever. That was great. We just kind of kept putting up like a run or two against each other. I think Dustin took your words personal when you didn't mention him as the best pitcher. So because he
Okay.
was
Okay.
lights out. And not for nothing, but I was also lights out at shortstop. So that was huge. But that is like nothing to do with the story of the game. It was a barn burner, as you can see. So we go in 7-7, bottom of the seventh, and we're walking in, and Tucker Twardowski's all bummed out because he made a couple errors at second base. He was really down on himself, so on and so on. And I grabbed him like, hey, you're gonna get an at bat this inning. See a strike, breathe, don't worry about it. I want you to just swing hard. Heyman walked, and I was like, all right, that's huge. To like our guy on the bases already. Toward stepped in, saw a strike, stepped back in, absolutely pumped one to left center. And Teddy like started to run back and then just looked at it and it was gone. And like I felt like even like you guys were excited about it. Like, this is like what this league is for. Like, someone like that that's developing and coming through MMSL and like wanting to just play softball and be better, which he's done. He takes BP. For that to happen was just awesome, and everyone was so happy about it. It was electric.
Yeah, I think what I said to Dustin when he was texting me about it after the game, I was like, as much as I hate that happened, that's the best part of this league is when things like that happen. And I said to you guys today, if somebody would have told me before the game, Buckley has to lose this game, but Jim, you get to choose how they lose the game. That is probably exactly what I would have picked.
I wouldn't
Tucker
say
Twardowski.
happy. I wouldn't say happy like to lose, but I'm saying more of the like the who it was. You know what I mean? I think that was like
Well, that's what I'm
people were
saying.
all
I'm saying,
excited
like,
about it.
obviously I wanted us to win, but if we're going to lose, I'm okay with that as being how we lost. I mean, obviously I would have preferred that maybe it was a walk-off in like a, I don't know, like a 23-21 game, not 9-7, but sometimes those games are fun. Not really that they take 45 minutes, but sounds like it was a battle the entire game. But that will be the
for whatever reason it
last
was
game
like
that'll be the last game I miss all year.
here we go.
I'm tired of it.
Promises.
It's not because of me that they lost, but I'm just missing out on these nights at the Tell. And next week I got 2 games, Legion and Twardowski. So I don't know. Mother Nature is keeping me away from the Tell this year.
Yeah, it's tough. Maybe it's for the best.
Maybe. Speaking of that, I got to go back to this comment. What do we think about this? This seems like,
yeah, I saw that too, and I kind of just ignored it. I didn't want to bring it up.
William Lafferty here says, I have to quit drinking for a couple weeks. No shot he was going to Martell. Let's set an over-under date on this. When will Billy be hanging at the Tell again? He says a couple weeks. I don't buy that for a second.
Next Wednesday.
Let's see.
That'll be long enough for him. Those are his
I gotta look at the calendar. He's lucky. We got Memorial Day off coming up soon. So that's kind of a gimme day. I'm gonna say that Wednesday after Memorial Day. Billy's there till the lights go out.
Well, that's a couple weeks though, isn't it?
That's like, I mean, that's 3 games from now.
Yeah, I mean that's easy. He said a couple weeks. That's giving him a couple weeks.
But that doesn't. All right, maybe next Wednesday. We'll see.
Wednesday before the holiday, he's back.
He'll be back. Who am I kidding? He'll be there Monday late.
He's back. He's back.
He's back.
He said sounds about right.
See, I can't see the bottom comment, but all right, there we go. Yeah. Now I can see it. It's weird. Like when I scroll these comments, I can't see the most recent one. So if you say something really funny, say something again after so I can see it.
Repeat it.
Yeah, just say it again.
Say it with an echo.
All right, last game. The absolute opposite of the 7:30 game in terms of run production. Torromeo with a statement win here, 34-28 over Peterson. Heard there was some. The score was basically unknown during this game, is what I'm hearing. But
it was a mystery to me. At one point, I'm talking to Dustin, telling him, "Hey, this side says they're up by this much," and then I walk over to the first baseline, and the other side says, "Oh no, we're down 1. We could walk it off right here." And I was like, "The fuck just happened?" I'm like, "Did I just go through like a time travel? Like, I don't know what was going on." So I look back at Dustin. I'm like, "Hey, never mind. They're down 1." So I don't know. It was a mystery in itself. But it was definitely runs scored. Defense on both sides, little questionable, but definitely missing people too. So
okay,
it was understandable that there was questionable defense, but it was definitely they were in tough shape. But
yeah, I mean,
still smashing the ball. You have to. I think there was 9 home runs.
Yeah, I think I saw some home runs for outs potentially.
Yeah, Torromeo hit at least one for an out too.
Yeah. So the one thing about forgetting the score, usually if you lose track of the score, that usually means a lot of runs are being scored. You don't forget the score in a 9-7 game very often. But
Chad said that. Yeah, Chad called me off of that. And I specifically said, that's why I keep it that low. So that way I can just count on my hands.
Yeah, it's easy. You don't have to use the second number column.
It's a process of elimination. I just mark them down.
Yeah.
All right, we scored, they scored. Perfect.
Yeah. So that's it for the week. I think the big takeaway for the week that we'll see in the standings coming into this week, and we only played 1 game, but coming into this week, we had 2 teams that were undefeated and we had 2 teams that hadn't won yet. and the teams that hadn't won yet won, and the teams that hadn't lost yet lost. So nobody undefeated left and nobody winless left. So it's officially anybody's game.
Draft league always wins.
That's what we do here. So let's take a look at those standings. Like I said, I'm doing one monitor here today. So
A and D tied for first. That's different.
A&D tied for first with Peterson and VFW. Then we got a logjam of teams in that 2-2 area. And then we got 3 teams that are 1-3. So a lot of softball left to be played.
Oh, yeah, so much. It's the like, and I actually said this to my team today, seeing the 14 and 15 guys there and like ready to play and excited to be there, not just because, like, or like worried about getting in and stuff. When July rolls around and everyone's away on vacation or can't make it for this reason, knowing like that I'll be comfortable to like, hey, who's in? I don't really have to worry that I won't make, 10 to 12. So that's exciting for me going forward. But I do envy at some points the people that already have, 12 solid 12 showing up. Like,
yeah,
that's just nice.
Yeah. No, it's like
I said, a luxury.
A lot of softball left to be played. Nothing is decided at this point. These standings could be upside down in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It could be completely
absolutely.
Flipped. And
if Rooston starts making more games, Holtz is going to keep the runs against down. They're putting up decent numbers. Like, they could flip their record in the next 2 weeks.
Yep. So let's take a look at the home runs, huh?
Yeah.
We haven't looked at those yet this year. So again, this is the first time we're going to be sharing this, but for those that don't know, we do keep stats for the league, but we only keep 2 categories. We keep games played and we keep home runs. The games played should be obvious because we're tracking playoff eligibility, and the home runs is, just for fun. So
nice ego boost.
Yeah. So if we take a look here, Gio has just been absolutely smushing balls this year. He's in the lead with 7. Josh Lee and Dustin tied with 5.
Dustin told me that he's not swinging for anything else besides home runs.
And Silas, sorry about that, Silas. Silas also in there with 5.
Silas is raking.
Yep, he is. Peterson. I mean, they got 2 guys in the top 4. Mm-hmm. They're hitting homers, and they got some other guys that hit home runs on that team too. So, anyone that sticks out on this list for you? A lot of people you'd expect on this list.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's more the people that like aren't on the list right now. Like, someone like Angelo. Like, how he's not at the top just shows that he's changing his swing to develop as a player, and he's getting better in that instance. I think that's really important to see. And I would say the same goes for Rand. Like, him not being up at the top, that's huge. And I think for VFW to have that, like, knowing they can put it out, but like they're changing their swing to, to be better overall is pretty important.
Yep. And I think I'm going to thank Angelo at this point. My hot take of the year was that he wasn't going to lead the league in home runs. And man, I'm looking like a genius right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if you remember who I said was going to. TB, he's in the mix there. 3 homers and only 2 games played. So he's in the mix.
I don't know. That kid's losing weight at a rapid rate. Pretty soon, I'm not sure he's gonna be able to swing the bat.
I don't know. I think he'll be fine. And I'm just gonna assume that Wesson's 4 home runs are solos. Is that fair to say?
At least half of them are, because he did them against us.
Okay. All right. Let's just, if Wesson hits a non-solo, it shouldn't count. He should only be able to hit.
Take it back. Take it back. Yeah. Actually, he just gets to re-hit.
But so you got 2 VFW guys in here, 2 VIP guys in here, 2 Peterson guys in here, 2 Torromeo guys in here. Nobody no NHI. There's a couple teams missing in here. So that means they're either not hitting home runs or they got a lot of different people hitting them.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's our home run leaderboard through 4 games. 7 homers in 4 games is a lot. That's a lot. Gio
is just dialed in, it looks like.
Just crushing balls. So Let me go ahead and stop sharing this screen. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look at how our picks did last week, and then we'll make our picks for next week. So let me get the banner here. I gotta keep doing the banner. You and I are officially tied.
That's nice. We're
Except
back.
technically I'm up 1 point because the pick of the week is worth an extra point, and I'm 2-0 and you're 1-1. But Palavicious last week, 3-1. Andy hit his pick of the week. So that the guest picker,
That's a
it was a
big
good
guest
week
pick, yeah.
it was a big week for the guest picker.
What are we gonna do for the guest picks? Like, are we just gonna average them out against us?
We'll just have to go win percentage, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it really matters one way or the other, but we got to still figure out a friendly wager between the two of us.
We should put up a multiple choice. We should agree on a multiple choice and let the website let the players go and
yeah, we
decide
can
what
like
our wager is.
See, is that too big?
No, it looks good.
All right. Yeah. So
actually, V was giving me shit last night. He goes, "When the hell are you going to pick NHI?" And I was just like, "Listen, I gotta see what's going on with you guys. I don't know."
I mean, it's a good thing this week that you didn't. So yeah, as we look at these games from this week, the VFW Phantom was the only Wednesday night game that we did not pick. I think that would have been a spot where we all would have probably lost anyway. So Monahan, Holtz at the Legion. Palavicious and I had Monahan. You had Holtz. I also had Monahan as my pick of the week. So Billy, thank you, sir. Big walk-off winner. I'm not gonna lie and say I gave him a pep talk like you gave Cooch, but
I just happened to be with Cooch when you texted me, so that worked out well.
Okay, is what it is.
I think that's also important in the whole Holtz thing too. Like Dearborn's coaching good games.
Yep.
I think that's pretty solid. Like
they're close.
Yeah, he's lost, but they're not bad losses.
Yep. No, they're definitely close games. Next game was brutal, tough one. I was the only one that had Buckley lost on a walk-off, but that was and for people that watched last week, if you realize that their pick of the weeks are different, then you have a very good memory. But Kyle and Colby's picks of the week, they were on Monday. So I didn't want to be the only one to have a pick of the week on Wednesday. So I had Kyle and Colby change with their pick of the week to one of the games Wednesday. And Kyle tried to pick his own team again, even though that was the one thing we told him he couldn't do.
The one rule. And actually, no. And then he actually took, who'd he take?
Oh, you're right. So he took,
and then he
wanted to take his own team. And then he was like, all right, cool. I'll take VIP. And I was like, well, you didn't even take VIP to win.
He didn't take them for the 1 point. So the two.
So that guy is an absolute meatball.
I mean, I guess it would have worked out. He could have just called a wash.
If he would have changed it to VIP and his pick of the week, he would have gone 4-0.
Electric. Maybe we got to let that ride next time.
Yeah, maybe. His pick of the week VIP, but his regular pick NHI. That's a weird hedge.
You made a good pick though.
Yeah.
Thank Tward.
He got A and D, so he can thank Tward for that pick of the week. Next one was Torromeo and Peterson. I tried to stick with the Peterson boys. I'm picking against Peterson in the wrong times, and I'm picking them and picking against Peterson on the wrong times, and I'm picking them also on the wrong times. So you guys both got the win there. And then, as we said in that last game, after Colby's big pep talk, VIP got the win over NHI. And Kyle and I both had NHI. So as you see on the bottom, so this week I went 1-3, brutal. You went 3-1. Kyle went 3-1. You and I are pretty cose to being tied.
Yeah, this is nice.
I got a 1 point lead on you. Yeah. So hopefully we'll start getting some more two night picks in. So let's jump into it here. All right. We're going to do it like we always do. So Monday, we're going to take the Martell and Legion games. Where's my stuff here?
Should we start collecting, like, how last year we would ask like someone to send us a report about these games? Should we start asking, like, I can take care. I'll just reach out to somebody on each team. Like, can you just give us a little recap of these games?
Yeah, we can.
Because if we're not involved, that's hard.
No, we definitely can do that. Basically, like if you're watching and you're sick of your team not getting talked about enough, give us a little recap. We'll read through it.
Because I also think part of it is like we're purposely highlighting these games because they're not at Martell and because people aren't watching them. So that's why we're making the picks. So I
Yep.
think that on top of that, we should be able to talk about them because like not being able to speak on the Legion, et cetera, is like, oh, well, that's a bummer.
No, you're totally right. So we'll start asking for at least a little something we can talk about. So again, no guests this week, so just going to be you and I. Let's start out 7:30 Martell on Monday. Phantom Gymnastics versus Monahan. Who you got?
Damn. It's tough. Monahan's on the win. They're both on the win streak.
Phantoms, I think they scored 29 against us, and then the last game they scored, what, 31?
Yeah, Phantom's
So
hitting for sure.
they're hitting. The gymnasts are hitting.
And they're home. I'm going with Phantom.
Phantom.
Wait, is TA going to coach?
TA should be there on Monday.
They're hot without him, so who knows?
I believe. Yeah, that's. I don't know yet. See, I don't know. Now that I know that Billy's not going to stay late, I don't know if his head's really in the game or not.
Or is it? Maybe it's truly focused.
See, I don't know
He's
if I
not
trust
drinking.
that.
He's feeling healthy.
I don't know if I trust that. I'm going to go with Monahan.
I don't know if I trust that. All right, I'll take Monahan.
Yeah. 6:30 Legion game. We got A&D versus VFW. I'm going to go with A&D. So are you.
Mm-hmm. The boys.
All right, next one. This is the Domino's Pizza game. Buckley versus NHI. Obviously, I have Buckley. Who you got?
I'm going to stick with Buckley.
Smart. Joey, we like pepperoni, garlic knots, cheesy bread. Send it all.
Send it all.
All right, on to Wednesday. Twardowski, Torromeo versus Monahan. We got another Monahan game here. This one should be me picking first. Who are you going to get with Torromeo? I feel like any given night you could get the best team in the league or the worst team in the league. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Torromeo here.
I don't want to agree with you twice. No, Torromeo struggles at Tward. I'm going Monahan. They're going to play the small ball game on him.
Right, so
it's early game. Tommy will be there.
Okay.
Weston's going to blow 3 more solos. That's Monahan's game.
It's true. It is easier to hit solos at Twardowski. Next one, VIP versus Holtz, battle of the first year coaches. You're up first.
This is the 7:30?
Yes. Yep.
We're going to do, I'm going VIP again.
VIP.
That'll be my 2-pointer.
I'm going to go Holtz here. I was going to hit 75 home runs. Buckley versus Peterson at the Legion. This is me against our boss here. I'm obviously going to go with Buckley.
I like Peterson.
Suck up. All right.
Trying to get off the shit list.
Yeah. So
that's the game I'm going to bring the scoreboard to.
There you go. Go keep score at that one. So you got VIP for your pick of the week. We got to pick one more game though. So our options are, I got to see the. All right. So we could either pick VFW versus Phantom, Holtz, Torromeo, Peterson, VIP, or A&D. Is that right? I can't see these dates. NHI. Oh, sorry. It's NHI VFW, A&D versus Phantom, Peterson VIP, or Holtz Torromeo.
Wait, scroll down again.
It's these 4 in white.
I think
I like this 8:30 Peterson VIP.
Yeah, no, I like that one.
Or the Wednesday.
I kind of like the A&D Phantom because Phantom's crushing numbers for runs for, and A&D is on the other spectrum.
Yeah, there's really not a one that sticks out as a definite game. So somebody in the
Wait,
comments,
you
somebody
said
in the
you said
comments, give us one
Peterson.
here.
You said Peterson
Peterson
for the
VIP
8:30.
8:30.
Oh,
Somebody in the comments,
yeah, there it is. Okay.
pick which game for us for the showcase game. First comment. So the options are Holtz, Tormeo, Peterson VIP, A&D Phantom, or NHI VFW.
Bueller?
And while we're doing that, while we're waiting for that, I got to make my pick of the week.
What do you mean your pick of the week? I thought you just did.
No.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, never mind.
No. That Peterson game was one of the games we could pick. All right. Well, two of my picks are Buckley, which I can't take. I'm gonna go A&D.
Okay.
So let me know when you're out of work so I can call you and give you a pep talk.
Give me something.
Make sure you get the win. Looks like all of a sudden everyone's shy in the comments. No one wants to pick a game for us. So let's
wait. What did you say? You said Peterson, and I said my
Peterson
game?
VIP.
Well, I was gonna say maybe we flip a coin, but also no. Let's highlight another game. Let's keep the 8:30 live, so that way.
What do you mean? Pick an 8:30 or not picking it?
Billy just said go with the Monahan game, but that's not one option. Billy,
literally 8 different teams you could have said.
Yep, would have been fine.
And Buckley and Monahan are the only 2 that aren't on there. So Tommy said something, I can't see it.
He said Phantom. Yeah, so he said Monahan and Phantom, but so that's not relevant.
It's not a game.
Yeah. Hudon did say Phantom, so that would be my game. But
okay, we'll go Phantom.
I do kind of like the one team that just lost their win streak and the one team that just broke their lose streak. So you're right. Let's do that one because that'll
keep
people. Yeah, let's do that one.
All right, we'll do this one. So Peterson and VIP. That's our bonus game of the week. Who you got?
I think. I'm gonna go Peterson.
All right. And I'm gonna take VIP for the sole
Billy,
purpose.
Billy came back and said Buckley, so he's off the radar.
Literally the 2 teams that weren't an option. Somehow
I don't know if he's like he might just be listening. He might not be looking at the screen.
Yeah. I'm very much questioning the whole not drinking during the week thing now.
He's actually just taking a ton of edibles. He just fucked up.
Maybe he's just not drinking at Martell during the week. He's drinking elsewhere during the week. So, dude, look at that. 744 right now.
Killed it.
Are we good? Or are we good?
Not bad at all. That is one point too to make that so some people are saying I wish the Merrimack minute was just shorter, blah, blah, blah. And I said that to KP last week because he was like, let's make this a quick one, huh? And then afterwards, he instantly goes, that was way faster than I ever expected it to be.
They go by quick. They definitely do.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'll ever go past an hour. If
It'll
we
be
go
past an hour and 10, maybe.
If we go past an hour, that means some crazy noteworthy stuff happened at the field. Then hopefully it'll be good. But thanks everybody for joining. Colby, got any last minute thoughts or anything for next week?
No, next week I'm just excited to hopefully play 2 games.
Me too. I'm about to double my season total of games next week. I'm hoping.
Huge for you.
If Mother Nature allows. But I'm looking forward to being back in full force.
Monday's gonna be a tough one for me. I have a golf tournament that day. Oh, you should have thought of that too. I should have told you that. Monday, Monahan. I know Lafferty's going to be at that golf tournament. No chance he doesn't drink there. Billy, you're full of shit if you're not drinking at the So What tourney.
Billy might sleep in the dumpster at the Tell on Monday.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
But awesome. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll see you again next week. Go Celts.
See you later.